Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Someone in 1920s, early 1920s, said something like the mass media, at that time there were the newspapers, could create a non-issue, from a non-issue create a big issue for the society, and create from a big issue that the society had a non-issue, or create from a relatively obscure individual a very important and respectable individual, and destroy another individual's character in a week or two. And that is true. That is true. Now it's even faster, because I think the culture declined, the intelligence, I don't know about that one, and the mass media has a faster and more abundant way to push its garbage. So while we in the United States of America are supposed to be very concerned with Zelensky, with what happened in Florida, with don't go over there, LGBTQ, or these guys don't go over there, or with all kind of little hanky-panky, someone did this and someone did that. Global, how should I put it? Global changes are occurring right now, and we are very busy, kept busy by the mass media with our little garbage. He didn't use the right pronouns. He was discriminated against. How about those reparations? How about that? We can talk like this, but the clouds are gathering, and we are not allowed to see those clouds. Why? Because if you go on a browser, let's say Yahoo, which I usually use, I see Meghan Markle and her access card, Harry. And then I see maybe every 10th article is about those idiots. Biden, again, every 10 articles is about Biden, little things and all that. They tell us about this, getting up the debt ceiling, the power of the United States to borrow money, to lend, to borrow money, not to lend, we just give it because we have so much, to borrow money, and the debt ceiling and all that. That will be raised, that will be elevated. I guarantee you that. Should we do make the deal? They will make the deal, because these guys are there for that reason. They will make the deal. So what do we have here? While we are busy with this garbage, Brazil, I'm just going to use Brazil, with the communist leader that has balls, Mr. Lula da Silva. Respect for the fact that he has balls. He wants to create a South American currency. So they would want to exchange on one currency. And sorry to break the news, that's not going to be the dollar, the US dollar. Now that is more important than any other little hanky-panky that you hear on the TV right now. He's discriminated. How about affirmative action? What's the poll about that? He was called this. His pronouns are this. All that means zero compared with what South America is doing. I made a video on Venezuela, who wants to join the BRICS organization. Lula's girlfriend is already in charge of the BRICS Bank. Saudi Arabia joins BRICS. Iran joins BRICS. China is already there. Russia is there. India is there. South Africa is there. Brazil is there. Many countries want to go. Argentina wants to go over there. Venezuela has oil. Saudi Arabia, hello, got oil as well. Russia has resources. China has a booming economy, or at least a big economy. They have nuclear weapons. They are going to have half of the world population will live in those countries that form right now an alternative to the plantation, which is the United States and its vassal states. And we're concerned with what these guys are giving us. Just browse on whatever you want, and you're going to find out that most of those things are small little things. Heidi Klum, whatever, showed up with a see-through cloth. Who gives up? How old is she? 3,000 years old? Who cares? Tomorrow will be Nancy Pelosi showing up in a, I don't know, bikini. Ugh. Oh my God, yes, she's so sexy. It was Martha Stewart, 78, I think, or whatever she showed up. She's so sexy. No, she's not. No, stop lying. If it's sexy for you, could be. But I doubt that anybody will touch her with a flower unless very drunk, or maybe, really have never seen a woman before. Or maybe it's dark. I don't even know, but you can still feel. You know what I mean? What's this? It's on the floor. Did you drop anything? It's my boob. Oh, my bad. This kind of articles, I understand that those kind of articles keep a certain kind of segment of our population there, entertained, but for the rest of us, they try to keep us in the dark. And whatever comes from outside sources, they try to destroy their legitimacy. Oh, that comes from those guys. No, they're lying. Like you're telling me the truth. When did you tell me the truth? Like they never lied. Oh, the Russians are lying. The Chinese are lying. Yes, they're lying. Yes, they're lying. What about you? Never lied before. Like, what's going on here? We have this article from the evil Sputnik that came today on May 30th. Brazilian president calls for creation of common currency for South American trade. Also, the BRICS countries want to create their own currency. That means they're not going to use the dollar. No more dollar. No more McDonough as well. And if Saudi Arabia is going to do trade with China, again, it's going to sell its oil not on dollar, but on something else. Again, you and I, if you're an American, and I gotta start working, producing shit. Because what are we gonna give to those guys? Massages? We are a service economy. Servicing what? That? They don't need it. They can do it by themselves. They don't need us to, you know what I mean? Unbelievable, man. Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva on Tuesday put forward a proposition to create a common currency for trade between the South American states during his speech at the Regional Leaders Summit. And I'm quoting, "I propose creating a common credit in trade, thus reducing dependence on extra regional currencies." You know what that is? The dollar. End quote. He said at the South American Summit in Brasilia. On Monday, Lula commented on efforts to reduce reliance on the US dollar during his meeting with Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. The Brazilian president said that South America functioning as a single economic bloc is the only way to effectively deal with problems and take a stronger stance at negotiations. United we stand. Remember? So, will they succeed? I don't know. But, every journey starts with the first step. The same here. I think there's not the first step here. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Do you know what's going on over there? You know how many countries want to join over there, including, I think, Turkey? Interested in that, and BRICS as well. Turkey is a NATO state. And many other countries. I mean, it's a division. Is like, I go with this guy, I'm not going to stay with these guys. Because a lot of countries were kicked in the teeth in the past, 80 years and more. And they say, well, I know how these guys are. These guys never hurt us yet. So they promise us a beautiful tomorrow. So let's go over there. But definitely these guys are going to because they did it and they keep using the same method. Threats, blackmail, regime change, and they always moralize people and countries. Did you notice that? There is one country, one particular, sometimes two, that always moralizes everybody else. And if you're not doing, I'm going to place sanctions on you, and you're not. Who the hell are you? Unless you think that you are perfect, which that's not the case. But who wants to be moralized all and every day by someone who's not even perfect? Far from it. It has even more things in the past. Just take the last 30 years. I mean, look, moralizes with the nuclear weapons. North Korea should not have nuclear weapons. Okay. Oh, Iran should not have nuclear weapons. Okay? Nobody should have nuclear weapons. Says who? The one who dropped 2 atomic bombs. And if you tell me, well, I'm more responsible because I did it and I know how it is, it's like a rapist will say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be in charge of the police because I raped 2 times. Okay? I got away with it, so I know how it is. So therefore, I deserve to be in charge. Well, as a judge or a police officer. What would you say? Yeah, I think the logic works with me. Would you? I don't think so. And if you think yes, just imagine those victims were part of your family. Would that work still? I don't think so. So do I need to go this far to make it like that? Give you that kind of analogy? Wake up. So yes, important things. My pranam, my pussy hurts, my this and that. Come on. These guys are forming a new thing over there. They're gonna, that's because we have what? About 40 streets. Yeah, 40 countries. So it's the United States plus the rest of about 40 countries. I'm suspecting they're going to remain with about 30 or 30 something. Some countries in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, maybe, and Japan. And a few more, Palau, Sapalau, Kapalau. And everybody else is going to go the other way. Or not even align themselves with anybody else. And we're still dandy and papalaka. Let's get that whatever up. Yes, they will get it. Biden and whatever is McCartney, they will get it up. And it's not that. That's dead for them, both of them. That's not that. No. Debt ceiling. They will raise it. I have no doubt on that one. They cannot be stopped. You'll see. The Democrats will be all for it. Why? Because that's the way they are. But it's not about Democrats and Republicans. There are a few guys who are thinking like Chip Roy, what's his name, Rand Paul, and Jim Jordan, and Gates, and 2 more or 3 more, and that's it. The rest are garbage. That's what they are. And then we're gonna vote. So yeah, thank you very much for being with me again today. So think about it. Think about it. Leave those little quarrels around. Just push them aside. There's more important things over there. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.